The film started in 1949, where we see a girl in a tape recorder. This girl takes a cross in her hand and turns towards the sky. She was also praying. As soon as this happened, the light came from the dark, because he had already started the sun. Now, because his prayer was accepted, everyone started to think that he is the Messiah for them. They come to him with full hope, looking at the child, and they gather together. They all had a cross in their hands. After this, the story is shown after 10 years. This is the time of 1949. We see a sister whose name is Narcissa, who comes to a church with her stuff. She saw that there are many bullets on the church. Then another nun sister came here, who was the head nun here. She took Narcissa inside. She says that when the war started here, the church's old people had left this place. I am in the old people's abyss now, a sister and a mother superior. Now this church has been made a school and hostel for poor children. Poor children come here to study and live. Now Narcissa meets the mother superior who was running this school and hostel. Narcissa sees the picture of the same girl in this room which we saw in the beginning. Actually, this girl was no one else but Sister Narcissa. During their conversation, we came to know that Narcissa has come here to teach the children because recently a sister had left school and went. But no one knew in the game. Narcissa was given a room where she keeps her stuff, but her suitcase was not moving forward. When she checked, there was a box lying there. When she opened it, there was a house, a sister's picture, and a pen. On the picture there was also the name of this sister, who is Socorro. She took the picture in her hand and took the name of Narcissa, Sister Socorro. As soon as this happened, the chair in front started moving, which fell down with a sound. Then someone starts knocking the door loudly. Although Narcissa opens the door and looks, but there she saw no one. But yes, he sees a mark on the wall in front of his room, which was not there before. But he ignores it and comes to his class to teach the children. She tells her about herself and starts writing her name on the blackboard. And as soon as Narcissa wrote her name, all the kids started to get scared. They started talking in their own words. One girl, Rosa, is so scared that she can't even walk. After class, Narcissa came to Rosa. She asks, when I wrote my name on the blackboard, "Why were you and all the kids scared?" But before Rosa could say anything, her twin sister, Rosa, refused to tell her that she didn't tell Narcissa anything. Now, when Narcissa came to her room, she saw that the mark on the wall that I had seen before has increased a little. Someone used to draw another line there at night, but Narcissa still doesn't pay much attention to it. Later, Mother Superior shows her the album, which also had pictures of the sisters and nuns who died while working here. The album had a missing picture, which Narcissa understands that this missing picture must be of the sisters and nuns who she met in the room. She comes back to her room and sees the picture of the sisters and the white ones. Once again the chair started to move, which with the sound fell down. Like before, she again started knocking on the door. She listens with her ears, but there was no one. Now she felt that this is definitely happening to me by any mistake. That's why she started knocking on herself. Because in their religion, it is believed that if you believe yourself and punish yourself, then the sin of doing such a thing should be washed away. Now we all see the girls who were sleeping in the room next door. One girl wakes up because she had to go to the washroom. That's why she tells Rosa to come with her. Now, although Rosa was hearing strange noises from outside, but she still ignores it and comes to the washroom with her friend. But here too it started to get weird. Suddenly the water tap. The water starts to move and the water starts to disappear. Then Rosa gets a haircut in the bathtub. She was watching the hair, and then she feels like someone else. That's why she screams loudly. She hears a loud noise. Head nun comes. Now one of the kids who was sleeping inside starts screaming. She says that a girl has cut my hair in sleep. Because there was a scissors and her hair was also missing. Now because this girl's hair was found in the bathroom, everyone thinks that the hair was not cut by Rosa. Although she is crying and says that I did not do anything like that. But no one believes her. Head nun also beats her a lot. The next morning, when Narcissa came to class, she saw that Rosa was not in class today. She found out that the headman had locked her in a cell as punishment. When Narcissa went to her cell, Rosa told her that yes, I did not do that. At that time I saw a girl's soul in the bathroom. I did not see it alone. In fact, even before you came, many people heard the voices of souls, and she showed me, and we all saw the marks on the wall, like it was in front of your room. When we told this to the sister, at whose place you have come, she made a pair of pictures and completed the incomplete picture. They did this so that they could tell all the children that there is no soul here, when the soul is here. But when the sister completed the picture, then her name was written on her blackboard, whose bathroom disappeared. No one knows where she went. Instead of the game, you came to teach the kids. Agarosa tells that when you came to class on the first day, when you were writing your name on the blackboard, then that's why all the kids were scared. Because if someone's name is written on the blackboard, then it means that his death or disappearance is decided. When Narcissa came back in the evening, she saw that a sister was making a dish like Momo in the kitchen. When she woke up, that sister told her that this is tomorrow morning's breakfast for the kids. She also gives a Momo to Narcissa so that she can tell how it tastes. Narcissa gives it to her, but it tasted very strange. And now suddenly, her mouth started bleeding, and the thing that she had eaten started coming. It turned out that she didn't eat the Momo, but human eyes, which makes Narcissa's heart hurt. She felt very bad. And now as she looks in front, she found out that these eyes were not of anyone else, but of her sister, who was now beginning to draw power without eyes. Seeing her in such a state, Narcissa gets scared badly. She started screaming loudly. She then ran into a room where someone tries to kill her by pressing her neck and whole body, because her life was covered with clothes, and the clothes were getting tight. Like that, Narcissa was attacked by the enemy. With this, Narcissa's eyes opened. Seeing this, she was relieved that this was just a bad dream. But when she opened her eyes, she saw that the mark had grown bigger, which she had been seeing from the beginning. In the mark, the dead man has 2 hands and 1 leg, and now only 1 leg was left. With this picture will be complete. Then Narcissa ignored this thing again. She comes to teach the kids, where the kids start talking and getting scared. Rosa is so scared that she runs away. Then Narcissa sees that Rosa's name is written on the blackboard, but she comes to Rosa so that she can handle it. Narcissa tries to make her understand that there is no need to be afraid. I am with you. While crying, Rosa tells her that the soul of a child is now. She is not able to see anything. Narcissa doesn't know what to do. She holds Rosa's hand and makes the last leg of the picture. She makes it complete, so that she can tell her sister that there is no soul here. But Rosa is scared again. She tells Narcissa that there is someone behind her. But now she is not a child's soul, but a woman. Narcissa turned to see her. There was no one there. But when she looks back, Rosa disappears. Narcissa is very scared. She looks everywhere, but she is nowhere to be found. In panic, Narcissa tells Hednan that Rosa is missing. But Narcissa starts scolding her. She gets very angry and tells the school to leave. It seemed that Hednan doesn't want Narcissa to know about what is happening here. But Narcissa, looking for Rosa, now comes to a small room. But she can't go out of here, because someone locks her here by closing the door. Then in front of her, she starts to see many eyes, and a lot of hands come from behind and catch Narcissa. She tries to scare and kill him. Narcissa runs away with Jesus' name. Then she sees Rosa's body in front of her. She was very sad, and then she was getting ready to bury Rosa. Narcissa was crying a lot. Then she, with a sad heart, school. Now she looks at the sun. The sun starts to set, just like it happened to her in childhood. Then once again, the darkness is gone. But after a while, as the eclipse is removed, the light comes on. But she still kept looking at the sun with her knees. She doesn't even blink for a minute. And with this, Narcissa's eyes go away. That is, she was blind. But despite not having eyes, she was able to see everything that happened here. But what happened? It was that time. When the war was over, Narcissa saw that some robbers had entered the church during the war. A robber did very wrong with poor Sister Socorro. Narcissa was so angry that she started screaming. Hearing the scream, everyone in peasant time knew that Narcissa's eyes were burnt. So they bring her to the room and put her in the room. after which Narcissa takes Sister Socorro's picture in her hand again. Once again, past. She saw that after the looter did something wrong to Socorro, what happened next? Narcissa saw that after that incident, Sister Socorro's daughter was born. But the church should not lose its respect, so Mother Superior keeps Socorro's daughter inside the church, never lets her go out. In her memories, Narcissa saw all this, that in present time, Socorro's soul comes in front of her. Till now, Narcissa also knew that how much injustice has been done to Sister Socorro in the past. So she feels pity for her and holds Sister Socorro's hand. As soon as she holds her hand, she comes to the past with Narcissa Socorro, where she saw that Socorro's daughter has grown up. Now one day that girl has a high fever, but Mother Superior, head nun, and the other sister take her to the doctor. They think that if she goes out of the church, everyone will know that this girl is Sister Socorro and she is a robber. So the church will be very defamed. So that's why She closes the door in a room and tries to cure her fever. She fills the bar with cold water and tries to put her to sleep. But the water was too cold, so she starts to hit her hands and feet. But in the meantime, she hits her head hard and blood starts to come out. Suddenly she stops moving. That means those people's hands. They always kept closed, no one allowed to go there. And as soon as the room opened, 2 timelines began to run here, a past and a present, which are connected to each other. As soon as the room opened, the eyes of Socorro, who was hanged, opened, and now his body started to roam in the past, while in the present his soul is scared of all 3, meaning the Mother Superior, head nun and sister, who killed her child. In the past, Socorro, head nun's face was broken in a strange way which caused her death. Now here, as soon as head nun dies, she dies in the present too. Then in the past, Socorro goes to the Mother Superior. She grabs her face and puts it in the tub. In this way, as soon as Mother Superior dies in the past, she dies in the present too. And then Socorro kills the 3rd sister too. Now this way Socorro killed these 3 and took revenge for his daughter, and the chair that was falling in Narcissa's room again and again. Socorro was actually trying to give her a sign Rosa used to see her daughter's soul. The school was peaceful, meaning everything was normal and was fine. This school was a force in every sense, because as soon as the revenge was completed, after the death of their Mother Superior and head nun, no one saw the sign or the peace in her daughter's soul. And now the scene shifts to 40 years later, in 1991, where this Jat school was very big and good. Here new girls used to come and study, which now Narcisahi chala rahi thi, jaha wo kafi budi ho gai thi, par abibi bachon ko padaya karte thi. Iske saathi is film ki kahani, yahi par katma jate hai.